unlocking your personal rhythm. In order to do this and stop pleasing other people, we can stop mirroring them and things that we want, but instead find our own flow and our own rhythm. I was reminded of this last week when I went to Laconia Bike Week. It was my first time going. It was the 100th year anniversary. And when I looked around, I just saw so many different types of people, styles of motorcycles, riders. No two were alike. And it was a great reminder of just how we find our own flow. And no matter who you are or what you want to ride or how you want to ride, we're all on the same journey. And people are finding their own flow. So even though you have the umbrella of bikers, there's so many different types and backgrounds of people, and everyone's just so cool with each other that Bike Week's pretty awesome. It's a great reminder that everyone's looking for their own flow, and we all learn from someone how to ride. But as we go through the course of our lives and times of riding, we find our own flow, because that's the journey. The journey is to find our own ride and not just be a follower of other people. And it reminded me of a book that I had written initially for my granddaughters. And I'm actually going to put it out and create a book, but I'm going to show you in kind of in the spirit of finding your own flow and what that looks like, what that journey looks like over the course of our lives. That's what I wrote this book about. So I will, and I know it's very rough, but I just really wanted to share it with you before I go on talking about people pleasing and finding your own flow, and just what that looks like in my mind, and what I wanted to share with my granddaughters, plural now. So hold on one second. I just have to, this is a new thing for me to share my screen on this live. So let's see, we're going to share the screen. Hopefully we get this right the first time. All right. And this story that I wrote, now I only drew little Anna here, and her name is Anna. So my story is called Anna the Bearded Dragon. Once there was a young translucent bearded dragon named Anna. She loved to taste new patches of sweet clover and discover hidden places to play along the way. Some days she would sneak out of her family nest in New Zealand bush in search of new challenges and new mates to play with in the tall, flowing grass. One day, Mama said to Anna and her two brothers, "Tomorrow, Papa and I are going out. We'll be leaving before the morning sun rises and returning after the sun sets. Take care of each other and play nicely while we're gone." That night, Anna thought about how she would be all alone the next day. You see, the older she got, the less her brothers included her in her adventures. They told her she wasn't bold enough, a bold enough color, nor did she blend in with them or the riverbeds they played in. So they would leave her alone while they went on their adventures. Well, Anna thought of a plan. That night, Anna heard her parents leave, and slowly she opened her eyes and slid out from beside her sleeping brothers' blue and green bodies. Alone, she waggled to the mysterious and wise barn owl. Tahi's heart was had a heart-shaped face glowing amidst the shadowy tea tree. Timidly, Anna looked up and whispered, "It's been said that you're the great Tahi, and only you can tell the answer for someone like me. They call me Anna. I have no color, but I see the others, and I dream to be another. I wouldn't feel so scared and alone if I could be just like the other colors. How can I have color that is bold and strong, so I won't be alone?" Tahi replied softly, "It's true. You display no color, but you do indeed have all the colors. You must go to the rainbow one. But beware of those that try to steer you off your path. There will be others along the way that will want you to stay while they wallow and waste their days away. You must complete your trip before the sun rests so you can find what color suits you best. The moon glistened on Anna's opaque skin. The sun began to rise as Tahi closed her eyes. Anna wondered what she would look like. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue. Don't forget there's purple too. As she left, her padded feet tickled and her sharp claws sank. Soon Anna came upon a crawfish scurrying about the river rocks. She hid when they saw her. Gently, they coaxed her out to come play with them. They finger painted, tapped the drums, and even rolled down the grass hills. When it was time to go, her new friends warned her to beware of the stoats. No one returns once they followed them out. Her padded feet tickled, her sharp claws sank. Unexpectedly, Anna came upon a passionately prancing snake. When he caught her gaze, he stopped in his sways. Anna whispered, "Hello, what are you doing?" "Why, I'm creating my own space," he hissed, and invited her to do the same. Together they played music, wrote songs, and danced to the vibrations. When it was time to go, Anna's new friend told her to always remember to create, dance, and shake out the old thoughts of the day to make room for a new, stronger voice and thicker skin. Then he warned her to beware of those that refuse to shake off old things. Her padded feet tickled, her sharp claws sank. She was then surprised to come across a stunning kiwi bird perched atop a hill of books, holding a ruby scepter. Anna asked softly, "Can I join you?" The bird winked and invited Anna to hear how to love, dream, and think. Well, they meditated, read myths, and created their own mantras. She was happy to spend time in her own mind beside someone else, learning how to change together. When it was time to go, the dynamic kiwi shared a seed for success. If you should ever get off your path to the rainbow one, just raise your voice to speak. Protect your dreams. You can't earn a ruby scepter in only one day. No takes a lot of practice to say. Her padded feet tickled, her sharp claws sank. Thoughtfully, Anna walks her path when suddenly she's blocked by a stoat doing a wheelie on a purple motorcycle. She follows the spectacle, but then more begin to surround her. Anna tries to tell them about her journey. They don't dance. They don't create. All they want to do is stare and glare. Anna noticed the sun starting to go down, and she called the words of the great Tahi. You must complete your trip before the sun rests, so you can find what suits you best. She knew what to do. She grabbed a batch of clover and held it up like a scepter, fanned out her dark bearded throat, and roared, "It is here. I can't stay." Upon this, they scurried away. Anna marched on, not looking back. Her padded feet tickled, her sharp claws sank. Just before dusk, Anna sat quietly along the hedges of stone where the ocean waves broke and a soft sea air met. The rainbow one finally appeared. She didn't look like all the colors Anna held dear. Their eyes greeted. She then spoke to Anna. "I am the great Tuatara, the rainbow one. Your translucent skin has reflected the other colors like a rainbow. Anna gazed down into the water's reflection. She remembered her friends. Oh, how nice it was not to play alone. How nice it was not to create alone. How nice it was not to ponder alone. Each one was now part of her. Tuatara said, like the light that is clear, it is the color that is near. You have all, but hold none. Yes, says Mama, I have some of all the colors in me. I am free to be any when I want to be, and that's what suits me best. So this was my book that I wrote for my grandchildren. 1 second. Let me do this right. Okay. Right. So I hope you enjoyed that. And for me, writing this for my grandchildren, and I'm probably going to publish this. So if anyone's interested in in the final book of this, let me know. But it's just about, for me, it's about learning from different things from other people as we go along. And it also reminds me of not being stuck on something in a place. People are going to show you different things and have pride in what they've learned, what they know, where they are in life. And I actually kind of come from a mindset of, an eye for an eye, which is, to me, in a way, equivalent to pride equals pride. I think it's good that we learn to be comfortable with ourselves, no matter what the outside is. And we're all always going to have things to kind of get past in being comfortable with where we are in that flow of our own lives and what we choose and how we choose to be different. That's an internal thing. And over the course of life, as we encounter people and things and overcome difficult moments and learning lessons, things will change along the way. But in the end, we incorporate all those different aspects in becoming the wonderful, different people that we are. But we also have to, and this is where people pleasing comes in, is don't be stuck where someone wants you to be. And becoming a reverse bully or being a bully to other people, sometimes pride can become a bully. And we don't like being bullied and other people pushing their opinions and on us. And we don't want to be stuck pleasing those people so they like us. And it's a way of us feeling accepted. I also don't feel that pushing ourselves on other people is doing much good either. I think pride in a general term can be a form of bullying. And I don't think that's ultimately where we want to grow or kind of corner others. And we don't want to be cornered. So I don't believe that we should corner other people. And sometimes, we're human beings. I'm going to use this word, but we profile people all the time. I don't care what your background is, what the color your skin is, what you prefer, in whatever realm you're talking that you take comfort in or you feel strongly about. Like that's just human beings. We're going to look at someone or something, and according to what our belief system is at the time, or experiences, our personalities. There's so many variables. We profile people all the time, even in our own community, in our own households. We It's natural. It's a natural human thing to be aware of. But we do. We look at things and we make judgments, and it gives us a place to start. And as human beings, it also gives us a place to, feel safe. Is this situation, or do we feel comfortable? And then that gets into either we get stuck in that image of something or someone, or we evolve and we say, oh, okay, this is a place to start. Now let me take in this situation, this person, and my awareness of where I'm coming from, and say, okay, how can I move forward? This is where I say experiencing life can really be a great tool to not get stuck in your initial thought or perception of someone or something. And one of the ways I find that helps me to progress and open myself up, to not be stuck in one image of something or someone, a perception, is to pretty much daily, we can all put ourselves into a new adventure. Now, every day you can always do something. One, you could maybe switch up where you stop and pick up gas every day in your car. You could go to a different grocery store. There's always, and if you're going to take a break and take a walk outside, you could go a different route. And every time you do these different activities every single day, you can notice different attributes about that. I mean, think about the five senses. What is it you could touch something, like a tree, a leaf. What is it you smell in the air? Listen, what is it you hear? And I guarantee you, it can all be a practice of breaking a rhythm and getting into a new flow. And it helps us practice to stop mirroring things and start flowing into an experience, into life, into the differences that places, people, experiences can help you to grow and enjoy life and the adventures that life offers us every single second. But if you don't put yourself into experiencing all these different aspects, you'll get stuck. You'll stop thinking. You'll stop flowing. You'll just be accepting what other people want you to believe or see or think. Because when you try to stop living life because you want to please other people and have them feel comfortable with you and who you are, then you've put your life on pause and you have no flow. Some people look at it as a safety, because then they understand, okay, this is what I do all the time. I understand. I feel comfortable. I feel like I'm in control. But really, when we do that, we are putting ourselves in a glass bubble. Because then when we see something or do something that's out of the ordinary, we feel like we're losing control, and we're fearful that that glass bubble is going to burst in on us. But there is no glass bubble around us. And every second of the day, there is a possible change. And then we live in fear in that glass bubble. And if people really care about you and love you, they want you to experience life and love you and let you love freely. and not be stuck in a glass bubble. Misery loves company. So if they want to live in a glass bubble, it's okay to wave at them outside their glass bubble, and and love yourself more than that. Be respectful, always be respectful, but don't get stuck in one image and mirroring that person in that glass bubble, because mirroring will keep you in one spot, and you will not find your own flow if you do that. And in order to find your flow, sometimes you have to wander. You wander in order to wonder what and how. And pure, and just like Anna, the bearded dragon, when you go along and you wander and connect and find the different wonderful things in each individual person that you can encounter, next thing you know, you look and you gaze and you see all the little things that you've learned from the different people and different situations that you've encountered. So when you go through this week, take a look at different places you can go to and mix it up. You can do so many things, even in the same way, but look at it. Look at the senses. What's the temperature? What do you feel? What does it smell? What are the sounds? And you can learn and grow from your initial idea of what you see and what you think, what your perception is of something. So give yourself to wander, just like Anna did. She snuck out of that nest and she experienced all the different wonderful things that she could learn from all different types of people. And she didn't walk in a place of pride. She did not. And that's what's so wonderful about Anna, is she went and she was curious about different things that she saw. And she learned from each one. And even the stoats, she even incorporated that strength that initially everyone was afraid of, but she didn't get caught up. But then at the end, she actually embraced all the different aspects of all the wonderful people that she had come along and grew from. And that's what life is. So have a great week, and I will see you next Friday, and it will be the last of this series of people pleasing. And that's it. Have a great week and enjoy yourself. Wander to wonder. Have a good day. Bye.